for joining me. Today I am going to show you how to make the box for the beautiful 3D bouquet anniversary card. So it will obviously fold down flat, and it's a twisted easel card. Couldn't remember that yesterday. Twisted easel card. There we go. So let's put that to one side and I will begin. Right, I'm using the base colour card. It is Gorgeous Grape, and it measures 10 inches square, and we are going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. So we're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. So 3/4 of an inch, and then 2 inches. And I'm going to do that on all 4 sides. So that's 3/4 of an inch. And 2 inches. So let me pull that down so you can see it better. Sorry. So okay, 3/4 of an inch. And 2 inches. Oh, what's happening there? Did something wrong. 3/4 of an inch. What did I do then? 3/4 of an inch. And let's make sure that that is 2 inch. That's correct. And that's right. So 3/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch. And 2 inches. Okay, so let me just double check that one. That one was 2 inches, and that's my 3/4. Right, and I happen to have done it 1 1/4. So I'm gonna flip it around, put it in at 1 1/4, because I made that error with the score mark. I'm actually turning it the other way, it's out anyway. So just going to get that level in my track, and then I'm just going to lightly go over that with my score blade, and that fades your score a bit more. Let me pop that out of the way, and then I'll go over that to rub my score mark out a bit more. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm now going to fold and burnish on all of my sides. So 3/4 inch, and then 3/4 inch, and where's that come from? There we go. And there we go. And then this one, and there. Okay. Right. Now, going to cut up the score line. So just cutting up that score line. So I'm cutting past the first score line to the second score line. Then I'm just going to wedge this first bit here. Then I'll cut down this saw line. And I'm going to chop off this part here. And then I'm just going to go in and slightly wedge the tab. Okay, so go there and there. Okay, I'm going to do the same at the other side. So I'm cutting up the score line. I'm going to wedge the top part just down to the score line. So we've got that. And then I'm going to cut down the next score line. Up, down the next score line. Okay, then I'm going to cut off that tab and then just wedge this bottom bit here. Okay. And there. Okay, I'm going to turn so that we've got the tab like that, and then I'm just going to wedge in this top bit. So I've just wedged in the top bit, and then I'm going to turn it the opposite way, cut up the score line, wedge this first bit, cut up the second score line, cut off my tab, and then wedge again there and wedge again there. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it back to wedge that part. Okay, and again cut up the score line. So this is the second score line in that I'm cutting up first. Then I'm going to wedge that there. Then I'm cutting all the way down the first score line, cutting off the top score line. Then I'm wedging the tab, wedging the other tab. Oops. And then turn it round so that I cut off that, only that, and then I'm wedging that way. Okay, so let me just show you. So you should have, when you've done it, will it fit all on? So you've got the bottom will be just the mirror image like that. Okay, now I'm just going to bend our tabs in and put some glue on. So I am running out of red tape, liner tape, but I do use glue anyway with the red liner tape, so I'm just going to match that up so I've got a nice right angle corner. Just hold that little bit in place, and then again put some on the next tab. And just bring that, hold that in place, getting that nice right angle there. Then again, going to go there and hold that, and then come in here and that there, hold it in place. And then we're now going to put glue on the inside of these. Now, I always like to do this overlap with my boxes because I just feel that finishes the box edge off. I just stick there. It's not, as I'm rushing, it's not sticking down. Which one have I done? That one there. And then I just go in with my bone folder and keep giving this a really good crease down till it holds. That's it, it's beginning to hold now. Hold it down. Let it hold. And then the next one, and this will start to hold the tabs a bit better as well. Plenty of glue. As I say, I do like to normally do this with, stick it down, some of it with red liner tape, and then go over it with my glue. Let's just hold that a few seconds or more till it grabs. And then this one, and we'll have to keep going back till it grabs properly because it's not grabbed properly yet. And put that in there. And this one down. Keep going backwards and forwards when I'm using my glue till it grabs totally. It's almost there. There we go. Just bring this. Hold it a few seconds. Bring it there. Bring it there. Bring it there. Bring it there now. I seem to have got some glue on the outside of the box. Right. So the actual paper that I've used is the perennial lavender, and I also like to line my boxes. So I'm going to cut a piece that is 5 7/8. So I'm going to cut 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. So 5 7/8. So I'll bring this round and now cut it up 5 and just 5 7/8. There we go. So I'm just going to keep those together and take that all the way up. Actually, oh no, I didn't want to do that, did I? Oh yeah, it will work out. What am I thinking of? Yes. Okay, so I've got that piece that I'll just put over there for the moment. So this will go in the bottom, so just make sure you've got all those done, and this is going to line the bottom of my box because I like my boxes to be lined. So I'll put that on there. And pop that in. Put in it equal increment all the way around, hopefully. It's not quite quite even. Come on. It doesn't want to play today. It knows I'm in a hurry, and so it's mucking me about. If I can do it again, I'll try it from this angle. That's it. That'll do. Okay. And then these are 3/4 of an inch, so I'm just going to put these, get that off, so that's 3/4 of an inch. I'm just going to make these 5/8 of an inch long, and I need to cut 4, so I'm going to cut 4. I'll just make sure. No, what am I doing? That's not right. Oh no, what am I doing? I've not thought how tall I've made this. I've made it 1 1/4, I do believe. Let me double check. Hope I've got enough of that. Yes, I made it 1 1/4. So I need it 1 1/8. So I'm going to do 4 1 1/8. So that's 4 1/8. That's better. 4 1/8. 4 1/8. And then 4 1/8. Okay, I just did it. Few. Okay, so we're just gonna pop those in now. That just finishes my box off. Put it on one side, and just going to try and get that even at the top edge. Okay, and put that again on the side. Now I'm hoping it recorded all this, and it recorded right from the beginning, because suddenly 13 minutes into me filming, it flashed up "you're live." So just hope that it has filmed me right from the beginning. So I'll be really annoyed because I can't repeat this. I'll just have to stick the measurements in the actual chat thing. Right. Okay, and then the last one. Okay. Now, because I've got glue on the outside, I will have to put some paper on that as well, but you've got the measurements for the internal. It will be exactly, oh, I might have time. Let's have a look, see if this is still, yeah, it is. Right, I'm just gonna cut and cut them down, because I don't want to take too much. This is my last bit of my paper. So these are 1/8 wide, and you're going to need 4. And 4 and 3, and that's going to be 4, and then these 4, and I'm going to do them individually. I'm not going to risk, I can't afford to risk it at the moment. These are going to be I'll just double check that I did do that, didn't I? No, because my box is 6 inches. Yes, I'm glad I'm there. So these are all 5/8, 5 and 5/8 of an inch wide. So that's 5 and 5/8 of an inch by 1 and an eighth. So, oh good, I think my headache's leaving me now. I've had a migraine headache, so it's, I think it's starting to go. There we go. Let's get rid of those. Okay, so we'll just stick these quick on the outside to finish it off so you can see it fully. So all we're going to do is give equal increments all the way round. There we go. So I'll stick these like that. Such pretty paper this, and you can get this, it's gone forward into the annual catalogue. Very few papers do that. I have known it once before that a paper has gone forward. I'm no longer a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm just now somebody who enjoys videoing with their products, because I bought a lot when I was a demonstrator and still buy stuff now. So I really like it. I think if you've got a tried and trusted thing, then you stick to it. And got that. Yeah, and then the last one. Right. Okay. So just there. Okay, now of course when you make a beautiful card like this, that fits in there like that. Okay, you want to be able to display it, so I like to do acetate lids. Now when I do the process of actually working out, I wanted my box base, because my card base is 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. I wanted to make sure that I gave a little bit of an edge all the way round. So I did make my box 6 inches square, but I had to measure the height. So I got my ruler and saw how tall my flowers were. So it's going to be difficult to show you, but I wanted to give myself a little bit of clearance. So I wanted my box to be 1 1/4 high. So I make myself a little square, and it needs to be 1 1/4 on all 4 sides, but I've just done it in this plan. And then I want my overlap to be over it, and I decided to take that to 1/4 inch. So then I add up all this length and know that 3/4 plus 1 1/4 makes 2 inches, so that makes it easy. So 2 inches on either side plus your 6 in the middle is going to give you 10, and that's how I work out my 10 by 10. So I want my acetate lid to go in, and my acetate lid needs to be in the center. I only want this a 1/16 of an inch narrower, because you only just need it with acetate only to be that 1/16 of an inch. So instead of being 6 in the middle, I'm going to take that down to Yeah, I think I'm going to risk it. So that will be 5 and 15 16ths. And then I want it to go down to the bottom, which is going to be 1 1/4. Okay, so that would be 1 1/4 that it's going to tuck down. So it's going to be flush with the box. But I need it that little bit narrower to go in. So that is 2 1/2, and this is adding my, because 1 and 1 1/4, that makes 2 1/2. So I've got my 5 and 15 16ths to add to that. So I'm adding my whole numbers up, which is 7. And this is going to be, take it up to 8, because it's going to be 1, and it's going to be 7 16ths. So let me double check. So if I put this into 16ths, that would be 8 16ths. And so I'm just double checking my figures. So 15 plus 8, that makes it 23. Yeah, 23 over 16. 16s into 23 goes 7. Yeah, that's perfect. So I need my acetate, which I pulled the piece out. Yeah, and I decided to use this one here. So I'm going to cut this. Yeah, maybe I will do it that way. So I need this to be 8 and 7 16ths. So let's just 8 and 7. That's 7 16ths. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I've only got one chance at this. 8 and 7 16ths. So 8 and 7 16ths. That's it. Oh, that's better. 8 and 7 16ths by 8 and 7 16ths. So that's 8 and 7 16ths. Okay, 8 and 7 16ths. Okay, take that off. Right, now, so I don't make any mistakes, I'm just going to pull that off. And I'm now going to use my scoring tool. And I need to score this at 1 1/4 on all 4 sides. So I'm going to do that. Place this down and make sure it's at 1 1/4, and then I'm going to go over it several times. So that's okay, and that's 1 1/4, and again go over it several times as it's acetate, and 1 1/4. Acetate that's patterned like this is very expensive, of course, so I always look for the bargains in clearance. So this one was meant to go with a paper, can't tell you the name of the paper that it was meant to go with, that it would overlay on it beautifully, show up the gold, but I didn't get the paper, of course, but when this came in clearance I got the acetate, because I do like to, you'll have seen me before do acetate lids. I do really like acetate lids. Right, that's all 4 sides done. Okay. And what we'll do is we're going to cut out each of the square. So I'm going to cut up, and in fact I'm going to slightly, instead of just, this is going to be hard, oh that might give you a better angle, instead of just cutting up the score line, I'm going to very slightly wedge it, okay, because that will make it better for folding in. So I'm going to wedge. Now I'm loosening it. I want the just see. I think that's about it. I'm going to take that wedge off. Now these acetates, I've got a film on them. Sometimes they have a film on both sides. I'm not going to peel the film off until I've absolutely done everything. So again, I'm going to just give that slight wedge, and then the slight wedge on here. That's it. Take that off. And I love this, that you can choose the gold side or you can choose the silver side. I love that. So again, I've done that one. So again, just up. It's taking a slight bit off. It's going to hopefully and then the last one. I'll see if I've done it enough in a minute or whether it needs any more off. Okay, so now just gonna, in fact sometimes it's better if you hold it up, see where your fold is, and go along your edge. There we go. And I do this with all 4 sides to bend it in like that. Now you don't want to be creasing it too much. Can you see how it springs back? I want that because that will hold the lid in place. Okay, so don't go mad with your creasing. Don't use bone folder, just do what I'm doing to tease it into position. And last one there, I'm going to clear it. There we go. Right, I'm now going to ring in my box and okay, and that's touching on the flowers, but never mind, that will be fine. And that so far is, now I've got to take it out again because I now need to take off the film. So let's get the fingers in there, and we're going to have to find the film. I think I did find it then. Come on. Come on. I know it's there. I'm finding, I think I've got the underneath one. Yeah, getting the underneath one, I think. Yeah, it's coming. The underneath one's coming. So there. Now is the one on the top. Now that's lifted it a lot, so I'm not sure whether there is. Alright, I'm going to risk it that there wasn't one on the top, because as I say, sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Okay, I'm going to put this back in place. Okay, that's it. And then I decided I'd go for sticking a label on the top So I'm going to do what I did roughly with this. Now, I told you sometimes I do it with the little one. So all I did with this is punched out the this out of the punch, and then I used that one for that one. I used the bigger one for that one and the little one for that one. Just print it out in white and then stuck them on to give me that. Okay, so that's how I did that. And then again, I've already made the flowers. So I've cut out my back piece in Tasteful Touches, and I thought, well, I'm going to have some going. In fact, what I'll do is move my box out of the way 1 minute, and I'm going to do my tag. Top, and I thought I'd have this going in and out. And this time I think I'm just going to do something like this. Sort of like that. And I'm going to use glue dots on this now. Let me get them out ahead. So I think I'll use some glue dots because this is not on the card and I'm not going to elevate it as much. I can use glue dots on the back of these. I couldn't on the card because sometimes I've found glue dots will come off in heat and things like that, but this has not got the pressure that that one will have. So I'm just gonna stick some really big glue dots on the back, and then it will intertwine it, put them upside down a minute. Get off. There we go. Right, and see where I want these. Now, I did decide I wanted a tag with a bow on as well, so I want to go into the gold. I don't know. Just trying to think of how I'm going to. Now, if I want to see. No, I'm going to do it separate. Right, so I'm going to have a tag, but I'm going to do a bow on as well. Or do I do it like? Oh yeah, I might do it the other way. Right, sorry about that. I'm just thinking of how I want to do this. So, right, I'm going to have that coming up there, but I'm going to also tie a bow with this. So let's just, hopefully I've cut myself enough, and then I'm going to tie a bow now. So this is where you want octopus ends, and be able to do this all in one go. So, okay, and oops, that's popped straight through. Start again. Now I haven't, probably hasn't given myself enough now. They're my two up there. I think actually that's not in the right place. I didn't get it central when I tied my knot, and now it's causing me problems. So let's see if I can get my bow. It's a bit fiddly, this bit. See if I can get my bow a little bit I don't like to waste my gold ribbon, that's the trouble. Right, let's pull that a bit. Let's pull that. Let's see if I can do this. Is that giving me a bit more? Right, let's see if that will help me now. That's right at the end, but it might work. That. Yeah, that's coming. That is coming. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Right. So I've got to decide where I should have had it that way, coming to look at it now when I've stamped it. These things happen, don't they? Right, so let's just try and position. Do I want that? Do I want that one coming out the top? Yeah, I think I'll go for that. So I'm going to stick those flat on there. So I'll stick that quite low down. I'm going to stick that coming off there. That's going to come off there. I will stick this coming off the very top, so that can come there. I'll stick my one fairly central, and I want to weave this in and out a bit, and weave that one in and out a bit, and then I'm gonna see if I can tuck that under now. Yeah, I think I'll leave it along and see how far I can get that underneath. Oh yeah, I'm going to get that about there, and I want this to come off to the side, and I think I will put a glue dot. This is going to be fun. In fact, I actually should put this on here first, and I'm going to stick it on. I've decided with the dimensionals, which are in front of me, and I'm wandering off to pick them up. And I'll do some white ones. Okay, so just have 4 going on it. Stick it at an angle. Actually, I might stick that underneath, thinking about it. So I'm going to get some of my what have I done with my tape? It fell off. Can't find it, so I'll just have to use red liner tape. I was going to stick, is that it? No, that's not it. I was going to stick some, but I'll stick red liner, that will do perfectly well. I've got all sorts stuck to my red liner tape. Right, now which side do I want it on? That wants to be at the top. Stick that at an angle. I will stick that in the middle-ish. Hope I've stuck it in the right place now. In fact, just in case I haven't. I'll stick some more as well. Okay, and put that on there. That's one. That's two. And let me get that at an angle. Gonna put those on there. In fact, I will stick them to one side. There. Okay, and I felt that wanted some more on it. So I'm going to get one of it. I think I can see. I've had them out, haven't I? Oh yeah, there we are. That's it. There. And we'll have come on. Let me do it underneath. That's come on. There we go. There. And of course Wink of Stella. And let's stick some Wink of Stella on here. Here, and I did try and do a bit to see if it would catch the light on that to make that shine there as well. Okay, that's it. Right, so I hope you liked my box. There, so it's plain underneath, but I've got the card. Of course, just put it out, and then you've got your anniversary card in the middle. So hope you like that. And of course the box matches your card, and of course you write on that bit there. Right, and I'm putting the bouquet in that corner so that I've got the lid going in there like that. There we go, that's popped up better now. Okay, and there we go. So thank you very much. Do appreciate that you've dropped by, and hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you did, please. And if you haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe and press the notification button, because I come on spasmodic when I can. Thank you very much. Take care, stay well, stay safe. Bye for now.